Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it is time for the Gnome Dies Outdoor Add Ons assembly video. Hey, so I'm using the Gnome Dies Outdoor Add Ons along with Jaded Blossom's Gnome Dies and the Gnome Dies Extra Parts 1. There we go. And I'm pulling out Stamping Pad Skin Tones P13 stamping pad. That is from Jaded Blossom, and Echo Park's Happy Camper 6-inch pad. So first I'm starting with an axe cut out of dark chocolate cardstock from Paper Tray Ink, and I'm going to add a blade that's American Crafts silver foil cardstock. There we go. Very simple, so you can use this on your card without the hands. So I'm just going to show you that first. Next, I'm putting together a little wiener on a stick. The wiener is American Crafts Rust cardstock. The stick is Paper Tray Ink dark chocolate, and there you go. Next, I'm going to do this little pile of logs. I cut the logs out of Paper Tray Ink dark chocolate, and the little craft parts are Gemint Tindalo cardstock from cutcardstock.com. It's got like a wood grain on the other side, but I'm just using it for the craft side. There we go. And then you add another layer on this one, and it makes it look like you've got a pile of little logs there. Kind of fun, right? Okay, next I'm going to put together this little lantern. I cut it out of Paper Tray Ink white cardstock first, then American Crafts silver. Using Barely Art glue, I cut everything out using my Gemini machine, working on a Stampin' Up pad, using reverse tweezers and my Studio Katia embellishment wand. So I'm just layering everything up. That's Pure Poppy cardstock from Paper Tray Ink, the red. It's kind of my favorite red. So I'm just going to add that on. There we go. And then I'm going to pull out some Copic markers here. I'm using this BG 000, just a flick end from the sides to kind of make it look like glass. You know, you don't have to do this. I just, Now I'm taking Y17 and I'm just going to dot it around the flame. I do go over it with a 0 later just to blend it in a bit, but I didn't show you that. Then I'm taking the YR18 and coloring in the little flame that I cut out of Paper Tray Ink white cardstock, and I'm going to stick that down on top of the little area that has stitching where the flame is. So there it is. And I'm going to add one of these little dots to it. You don't have to. I just thought, why not? Right, that's Paper Tray Ink white cardstock. So there we go. And I do color it in actually with that Y17. So now I'm putting together the camera. So first it's cut out of Paper Tray Ink black cardstock and then Smoky Shadow cardstock. Then I'm going to add black again. I'm just going to add a second layer on. So that's black, that's one layer. And then I'm going to add the silver just to give it a little bit of dimension. There we go. And then I'm going to stick down, there's some little buttons that I cut out of that Smoky Shadow as well. So I'm just going to pop those in place just to give them a little bit of dimension. You could do these in different colors, but hindsight 2020, I probably would have, just so it showed up a little bit better. Now I'm going to add a black, to the I'm forgetting what it's called now. the center of your lens. And I'm just going to add a few little stripes of Secure White Jelly Roll pen in a number 10 just for some bold white highlights to make it look like glass. And there you go. Next, I'm going to put together these little binoculars, cut it out of Paper Tray Ink white or black cardstock first, then Smoky Shadow using my Studio Katia embellishment wand to pick them up and get them straight. Oh, got to figure out which way they go. There we go. Then I've got these other two pieces cut out of Smoky Shadow cardstock again, and I will add those with my Barely Art glue. So I'm just putting together all these fun things. These, the little lenses I cut out of silver American Crafts cardstock this time, because why not, right? So I'm just getting those in place, and then I will add these little two pieces once I figure out where they go. Because, this is what these videos are for. I'll figure out where they go, and then you guys don't have to worry about it. You can just watch my video, and then you'll know where all these little pieces go. There we go, and then that's the spot. I'm going to add the next one in, and there you have it. Kind of fun, right? There it is. Now you can put a little button in the center, and I will add that a little later. So first I cut this little compass out of gold cardstock from American Crafts. Then I'm adding a Paper Tray Ink white cardstock dial. Then I will add the little tiny, I don't know what a little ring on top of it that you can hang your compass from something. That's cut out of American Crafts gold cardstock as well. Then I'm going to add this little, dial to my compass. And then I'll add this little gold dot in the center. And then there you go. And you could use that on your card without the hands. Next, I'm going to do this map. So I'm just going to edge around them with Distress ink in walnut stain. And that is cut out of Neenah Desert Storm 80-pound cardstock. And then I'm just going to layer that center one on with some glue. And I cut the little, landmarks on this map, or, sort of like the map part, out of Echo Park Happy Camper paper. And then I'm going to add the little button, to this one. There we go. There it is. Okay, so next I'm just going to stick down, I'm figuring out, am I going to put a red button on there? But I decide to put a white button. There we are. I'm just going to add one, and there it is, right? Now, like I said, I'm going to add these little land masses on the map. And that is pattern paper from Echo Park Happy Camper. I don't know if it's available anymore, but you can use any pattern paper. Just choose what you like. It doesn't really matter. Now I'm going to layer that up, and then I'm going to add these little land masses. Now you can add them where you like, but this is what they actually think, or this is what they were thinking of when they created this map. So I thought I'd show you that, and then you can decide where you put them on your own map. It doesn't really matter, right? Who's going to know but you and me? So I'm just going to stick all these down. I kind of like the green pattern. It's kind of fun, right? And I'm just going to stick those all down onto my, little map. There we have it. And there you go. So kind of fun. So you could use it on your card without the hands. So I'm just showing you all of it now. So first I'm going to put together these little pants. So that is from that Echo Park Happy Camper paper. It's red, onto black cardstock from Paper Tray Ink. And then I'm going to add the little boots that are dark chocolate cardstock from Paper Tray Ink. And then the little, treads on the boots, that will be cut out of Paper Tray Ink Ripe Avocado. Kind of look like they're, camping stuff. So I'm going to add those to the bottom of these boots. So you can either have your gnome sitting with his legs out to the side, or you can have him standing. You can cut them in half and use them standing. Either way, it works great. So I'm just going to stick those down. Now I have little black laces that I have to add. And these are tiny. So I find that an embellishment wand really helps. And a fine needle tip glue dispenser, like from that Barely Art glue. There we go. I'm just going to stick those all down. And then I have two little hiking boots. Isn't that fun? Okay, now I will put together my gnome. First, I cut it out of American Crafts black cardstock. Then I use Smoky Shadow for the beard. And I'm going to use White Daisy ink from Close to My Heart just to ink around the edges, just to highlight it a bit so you can see it. And then I will add that to my gnome. Remember that you always start with the beard with the boys. And then I added this hat. It's kind of like a lumberjack tartan that I cut from that Happy Camper from Echo Park. But you could use any pattern, whatever you like. I'll stick that little mustache down on top of the hat. There we go. And then I will pop up the nose with some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. I kind of always use those. I use the miniature ones for the nose just to make things easy. It fits two on there perfectly. There we go. And then you do cut off the little leg nubs. Now, you don't have to. You could have used bare feet on this guy. But, I figured I'd use the little hiking boots and the legs. So you can do it like that, or you can cut them in half and have them standing. How fun is that? There we go. So now I'm going to put together the little black layer that I cut out of American Crafts cardstock for all these pieces to show you where the little hands go. And it just makes it easier to pop up. So I'm popping that on, and then I will pop up each hand with a Stampin' Up! Dimensional. I think there's a couple that already had a Stampin' Up! Dimensional on them, so I just used glue. So I'm just sticking them down. So this is a little, like he's cooking over a campfire. And he's got his little hands going. There we go. I forgot to take the backing off. And there he is. Now you can look at the end for the pictures. I do take pictures of him holding everything for it to look perfect, but I'm just giving you an idea. Next, I'll put together this map. So it's just very simple. Layer your layer, add the hands. And then you could pop it up easily because it's got another layer of cardstock behind it. If you don't want to, you could literally skip this step and put those hands wherever you want, or not use the hands and just use the little outdoor add-ons on a card by themselves, right? There we go. So he's got his map so he doesn't get lost. Now he's got his little, you know, pieces of lumber there. And I'm going to layer up the axe. And then I'll add the little hand on. So this is always fun. And like I said, an adorable little set. Perfect for the men in your life, or if you're like a, you know, if you're like an outdoorsy person, you like camping, this is perfect for you as well. Because remember, you can dress up a girl with these hiking boots. There's nothing saying it has to be a boy. I just chose to use a boy for this one. So now I am adding glue to the shadow of this lantern. There we go. And then I will stick it down with that Barely Art glue. And then I'll add the little hand as well. And then, like I said, this makes it nice and easy to pop up. So there you have that. And isn't that cute? I think it's almost better if he's standing because there's a little bit more room for that lantern to hang. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this compass. And remember, you don't have to do this. I'm just doing it to show you what it looks like, you know, how it was intended. So now I'm popping up the two little hands again. Awesome that Jaded Blossom is now carrying this P13 stamping pad skin tones, my favorite. Makes it so easy to get your hands on some skin tones for your gnomes. There we go. Next, I'm going to do the same thing with the camera, and then again with the binoculars. You know, you could be bird watching with this set, right? That would be fun. There we go. Isn't that fun? You see I added a little white dot to the center of that, of those binoculars. And now I'm going to pop up the little hands again with those Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. So easy, easy stuff, not hard to do. There we go. And now we can give him a little camera to hold. He can be holding these little binoculars, you know, looking for a good spot to pitch his tent, right? There we go. Popping in that other one. And isn't that sweet? I just think this is an adorable set. Super fun. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog. Be inspired. The Jaded Blossom store to get your hands on these amazing products. And thank you as always for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I will have card videos today as well. So check that out. And that is all. So thank you so much for stopping by. And be sure to come back again tomorrow. Bye, everybody.